Hey, what's up, Steeler fans? We're going to be doing this Steelers post game here by playing Madden and by going through the game here. We're discussing the postseason game where the Steelers just got done defeating the Green Bay Packers 28-9 in the preseason game.
Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Actually, I didn't mean to start this game, dude. I meant to go through the roster and go through the game and the roster to see how everyone did. But I accidentally started the game, and then there's no stopping it. Now it's on my permanent record. You could see we're playing some guy named Hulk Loggins. So, well, we could do it through a little bit right here. I just want to say LR was very good. He had 100 rating. Drew LR stole the show. He did really good. He got his 10 for 11. Howard was really good too. He was 4 for 5. But LR was a little better, man. He scrambled outside the pocket. The running back, Lou Nichols, did really well, too. I think they have to find a way to get this guy, Lou Nichols, on the team. And Wetjen, this guy did really good, too. Wetjen, yeah, he did good. I'll tell you who the other guy that did good was the safety, Jennings. Jennings, man, he's big, tall. He looks like he belongs there, man. He's a rookie they drafted, strong safety, and he looks like a beast, man. I mean, he might solve their problem of who it's going to be. Oh, I didn't pick my playbook either, man.
It is 1st and 10.
So we're gonna play this game without the playbook, and we'll do the best we can. And then we'll go through the roster and discuss the post game after that. I'm going to go through the roster and go through every single player. Yeah, Holcomb did good. Holcomb was out there quite a bit. Peyton Wilson did good. Rodgers didn't play at all.
And get after the quarterback.
Throwing on second, Murray. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Third and long for him here.
Nice.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7. Already we're seeing the mind games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. It looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards, keep your opponent off guard.
And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers set to pass. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Dowdle has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Going power with a big tight end. And he runs it across. Touchdown. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
Boswell on to send this away. Ty Felton here to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out quickly, it's Jefferson. He's going to have about 9 yards, it looks like, as he's forced towards that sideline. That's going to be a Minnesota 1st down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
We're to the end of 1. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Jones once more. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play. And that is a Vikings 1st down.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play and put so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Kyler throwing here. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming. Working across the middle block, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
That one's caught by Jefferson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
And that looked good for a moment, Brock, but the hit jars it free. That's going to bring up second. Now Kyler. Brought in left side by Jefferson. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. The Steelers calling their first time out. That last catch looked good enough for the first, but they're going to need another inch or two here on third down. He's going to try to pick it up. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal. They'll run here with Jones. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. And the Steelers get to it.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, man, you got to be kidding me, man. If I were him, I'd be fucking so mad.
Now gives them a chance to go get 6 of their own.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. They'll start out with Johnson. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. That is good for Pittsburgh. First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
To throw, Rodgers. Little off-centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Rodgers now on second down. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 36 yards. That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Rodgers to throw, second down. And across the line he goes. Touchdown Steelers. Jalen Warren.
I caught him asleep. He killed the computer player and left him completely uncovered. So
we got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him though for hitting the kicker. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. Not the kick to bring out of the end zone, Brock. He is stopped well shy of where a touchback would have been. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Murray. Look at that power, deep left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. We're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable. And I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your receiver, if I'm going to take this shot, it's your ball or nobody's ball.
This is reeled in nicely downfield by Jones. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
1st and 10 now for Kyler. He's completed just half of his first 10 passes so far, following that last play. They're going to throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line. Kyler looking to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Kyler to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Well, that's smart, man. You don't want to give up points there, and then the game's over. If you punt there, you keep yourself in the game longer.
Set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. The pitch to Dowdle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
On 2nd down, Rogers. Complete to the rookie out of Alabama. There's the stop. The 22 yards given up before it. That's going to give the Steelers the first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Now we'll give to Dowdle. He's running left. Trying to find his way back to the middle, but he stopped after a yard. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's He's going to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
It was almost perfect, and I just barely missed it.
And the lead stays frozen at 14.
So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Murray. And he's going to be brought down back to the 34-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. After the sack, Kyler. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. Working and finally forced to that sideline. So call that a gain of about 28. And that's going to give the Vikings a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Murray looking to throw. Completed left side there to Jennings. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On 2nd down, Murray's going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers.
Ouch, that one hurts, man.
They'll still take over on the edge of the red zone.
Ouch.
Murray's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The handoff for Dowdle, running right. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Rodgers to throw. And it's off his hands and incomplete. So an opportunity unfulfilled on that 2nd down. That means it's 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Looking for it with Warren. And this might be the one that puts it away. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Warren. 2nd of the game. First one he's running on the ground. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Price. And this drive will start inside the 25.
the Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
Minnesota
23
in the
yard line.
formation. It's 1st and 10. Murray to throw. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. He's hit and taken down after a 27-yard gain. That's going to be a Minnesota 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
Murray setting up to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Steelers get it back at the...
So, yeah, this is the Steelers post-game Madden show. Thank you for watching. I wanted to review the game and talk Steelers with Yin's guys, and so that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here. So anyway, I wanted to have a smoke, man. So cheers to the post game. I don't condone smoking, but cheers if you already are a smoker. So thank you for tuning into Sunny Hippies Football Talk. This is Aaron Rodgers didn't play in the game. Drew L.R. played spectacularly. Best of all, he was 10 for 11. He did great. The other thing I wanted to mention about Drew L.R. is his command of the huddle was something special where a lot of quarterbacks, when there's a television commercial, they go over to the sideline and talk to the coach. They meander around. They look at their wristband. But I noticed in between commercials when they showed Drew Aller, he was standing tall amongst the teammates, and they were all laughing and joking. And Aller was like, he was cracking a joke, and all the players were like looking up at him, and he was like he was like being the leader of like the conversation during the commercial. And I thought, a lot of times the players are meandering around, they're waiting for the commercial break, the quarterback is talking to the coach, or like I said, he's really looking at the playbook, or like Kenny Pickett would always be looking at the scoreboard or whatever. And I noticed Drew was there with his teammates cracking jokes, and there was like and I'm like, oh, he's got an interesting leadership ability where he says, well, and he's standing there like this. He's like, well, I'm the leader of the men. I'm the leader of the team. So I don't want to like go to the sideline and meander around, or I don't want to go kick the dirt in the corner. Or I don't want to look uncomfortable reading so he just stood there in the commercial and he's cracking jokes. And I thought that was like kind of like a natural, like something you might see a veteran do, but it's like a natural leadership. It might be nothing. Maybe it's nothing, and Met should do about nothing. But he was also, during the game, he was 10 for 11 with 3 touchdowns in the game. So he did really well. Howard did good, too. Howard did really well. He was like 4 for 5. He scrambled and zipped the ball. It was a rolled and incomplete pass, but it was a great play to Gurmy Bernard. So we finally got to see number 18 in the uniform, and he looked very good. Aller looked better, and Rudolph looked the worst, but he didn't look too bad. He got sacked early on, which is not his fault. Fontenot got blown up on a couple plays. And, so it's really no fault of, let me stick the charger on here. No fault of Howard. He actually did very well. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know that you learned a lot, except that you might want to promote Drew Aller and say, well, like, you might want to promote Aller to number 2 behind Rudolph. I mean, ahead of Rudolph, because like, if he's gonna light it up like that, dude, and he's like scrambling, I mean, he looked really, really good. Aller looked like a professional quarterback, man. I don't want to say Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, he was like calm, cool, collected. He did the rollout passes, and he looked really, really good. I was very impressed, and I'm not a fan of Aller. I wasn't going into the game. I don't care for any of these 3 guys. I think they're going to draft the guy next year, but Aller might make them think about they might not have to. I don't know. It was just one little performance, but you wonder if he could do that all the time and in regular games. Dowdle didn't play. Warren didn't play. KJ played, but he didn't really do too much. He had a couple runs for a couple yards. Heinrich did play a little bit, but he didn't really do too much from Mount Lebanon, where I live. Heidenreich, he played, but he didn't really do too much. Homer played a lot. And he was mediocre, nothing special. I don't know that you keep Homer. I mean, he's a guy that you could like possibly send to the practice squad. If someone gets hurt, he could come in and be adequate. He's like going to play mistake free. He's a body, but he's didn't like excel or anything. I mean, he might break a play now and then, though. He's I'd say mediocre. Nichols was outstanding, dude. Again, 2 years in a row. This guy, Nichols, is just like a bowling ball. He's breaking tackles. He's got great vision. I don't know why he's only a 63. I think this guy might be one of the best running backs on the team. No, I mean, serious. Been 2 years in a row in the preseason. He's just like, dude, the guy, and they keep saying he led the FBS. Was the leading rusher in all FBS 3 years ago. Maybe was that like a lower division or whatever, but I don't know, dude. I mean, I think you gotta, and I even said this last year. I think you gotta make room for Nichols and get him on the team. This guy's a bowling ball. I mean, he looks, I don't want to say better than Jalen Warren, but almost looks better than Jalen Warren. I mean, just fast like a bowling ball that goes all over the place. So I would definitely put him on the team. Washington looked good. He had to play Heinrich, like I said. He played some special teams, but he's playing behind this guy, Caden Wetchen. And Caden Wetchen looked really good. He had Drew Aller scrambled and drilled Wetchen, and then Wetchen scrambled all the way to the goal line. It was like a really long play, and then Wetchen's he's got speed, man. I think he's faster than 90. You know what I mean? I think he could put on a 95. He's got jets, and he had almost 2 touchdowns. He had that play, and then he had another play. Skronrich had a bonehead penalty, and he was out there. Roman Wilson looked good. Bernard looked great. Bernard had 5 touchdowns for 50 yards. He's smooth in and out of his cuts, and he's dangerous after the catch because he's not trying to just go down. He's trying to go down the field, and he got the ball. He could have went out of bounds, but he stayed in bounds and got an extra 12 yards. And so they said this is why they wanted him, for plays exactly like that. So Bernard looked really good. I think you might start to bench him as this preseason goes on, save him for the regular season. Freiermuth, again, he looks very good. Washington looked good. This guy, Tanyan, man, he looks great. His awareness might be a little higher than they have it. He seems to know how to find the opening. And I mean, I hate to say he was looking like Travis Kelce out there for one game against third and fourth string and no defense, but like he just seemed to know how to, like, there was two defenders and he slowed down right in the middle and he opened his body up and he made himself a real easy target for Alar, and then he did it again later. He went toward and he turned his body and he went and he made himself a real wide target. And I noticed some of the other players do. I wonder if McCarthy trains them to, if you're open, you're a wide target. So, and Tanyan did that twice, and he was running full speed. And when he got into the gap in between the defense, he slowed down. It was almost like a target at the fucking, carnival or whatever. But he got 4 receptions where he was just finding the open zone. I was very impressed with Tanyan, man. Fontenot, he got blown up early. I was a little disappointed. And then Jones came in. I don't want to say Jones is better than Fontenot. I don't mean to put it like that. But at the same time, if Fontenot keeps letting up sacks, you got to look over his shoulder because Jones did really, really well. Cook was like a turnstile out there. He looked terrible, actually. But Jones looked pretty good. I might consider starting Jones at right tackle instead of Dylan Cook, instead of backing up. I might stick, Jones in the game, even though, well, in my game, I could chore he didn't play. But Cook kind of got blown up, so don't really look for Cook to be like, well, we don't need Jones, we have Dylan Cook. No, he's good off of the bench in a pinch, but actually Jones is like a beast. Broderick Jones, he was like a beast out there, and he looked really, really good, actually. So if I were Fontenot, I'd be looking over my shoulder. McCormick, solid again. I didn't notice Dunker too much. Frazier, solid again. McCollum, I did see McCollum, but he was playing right guard. Hoffman, I noticed, and Anderson. I put in Hoffman. I might put in, because of the strength, put in Anderson. I want to look at who's the better run blocker. It's like neck and neck. Oh, Hoffman's a little bit better. Run block power 71. Yeah, see, that's why I 82, he's significantly better at run blocking. So I leave in Hoffman here. I get But Jones, again, he's breathing down the neck, and he looked good out there tonight. Watt didn't play. Herbig didn't play. Sawyer played quite a bit, and he looked good. I want to say they played mostly nickel. It was 2 down linemen. Benton played a lot with 2 down linemen, 2 outside linebackers, 2 inside linebackers, and 5 DBs. It was mostly nickel. I did notice the 3-4. And on one occasion, they had a 3-4 in there on the goal line. It was 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, 4 cornerbacks. Now, that's my favorite defense from the Dick LeBeau days, because I feel like the 3 down linemen, they open up the gaps, and then the 4 linebackers can pick and choose their holes, attack downhill when you have 3 good down linemen, and then you give 4 good secondary who help out. It's really good run stuffing defense. The 2-4-5 is really weak against the middle. You could just run right up the middle. It's kind of weak. So I hope to see more 3-4-5 and less nickel. That being said, Sawyer played a lot, and I think Sawyer is a good 4th stringer to play after I think the pecking order is pretty good with Highsmith, Watt, Herbig, and Sawyer, the fourth guy. Makes a lot of sense to me. Hayward, Harmon, Benton. Benton played a lot. Benton looked good. I'd say Joseph Day didn't really play. Holcomb played a lot, and he looked good. He looking like he's getting back to his old self, where he was a Pro Bowler before when he was with the Reds, the Washington Commanders, the Washington team, um, and he made the Pro Bowl a couple times with the Washington Commanders, and he looked like good. He looked good tonight, like he could be getting back to his form. Wilson was good too. He blew it up. I think these two are a good 1-2 combo in there. Bruner played. You saw him out there. He was only special teams last year, but now he's has more visibility on the linebackers, and he looks young and small. But he was the Washington Huskies' best player for a while, and he's tough. He's tough. So some of these guys take time to develop. Like you might not really see them till like their third, fourth, fifth year, and then they start to become really good. And I think this is a guy who can develop. So I look to he'll make the team. Jamal Dean looked really good, man. I mean, and I think he's the unspoken guy that we signed over the summer that people aren't talking enough now about. Because even look right here, it allows Porter to play it allows Porter to play the number two guys. I'm actually going to put Porter number one because you know what? Because Porter's an inch taller and he's a little more agile and a little more acceleration. So I'll actually put him one, but it just this gives them a lot of depth at corner, where now Samuels used to be, number two. Now he can be their depth player, and we do start Ramsey. He didn't play Brisker. I'm not sure, but this is the guy I wanted to say. This guy, Spears Jennings. He's a strong safety. Here, put him here. And he looked good, dude. No, for real, dude. Elliott will be the Briscoe will be the first. Yeah. Spears Jennings, he looked really good, man. I think he's actually playing free safety for the Steelers, and he can blitz, and he's tall. That's 6'2", but he looks tall, man. Looks like a 6'4". I mean, I was very impressed with Spears Jennings out there. I will say that. Their kicker was a guy named Smack. He hit 258-yard field goals. We actually didn't. We did. I'm going to put in Wetchen's actually the guy, and Heinrich did take special teams, but I think he's on the way to the practice squad. He was really kind of quiet, and he looked like a little. He needs to put on maybe about 10 pounds of muscle, and he looks like ambivalent out there. Wetchen's like ready to go, but Heinrich might take a little work. I mean, Heinrich was a real beast at Navy, and they said he's a touchdown machine, and he could be a gadget guy, but you might look for Heinrich to be more next year, man. Although I think he'll make the team, I think he'll be more impactful next season. Third down running back. And so, yeah, you might want to give Wetchen a little visibility with his 90 speed here. Put him right here. And so that's it, man. The Steelers won. They looked really good. Well, they struggled in the first quarter, but once they got going, Rudolph led a drive. Howard punted twice and then had two drives. And then Alar was like unstoppable. Alar looked really good, like a solid NFL quarterback. So thanks for watching. We're going to go play. Go Steelers. We'll see if those settings stick, man. So yeah, because then I don't have to do this every time. See, so
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams.
could this be a Super Bowl matchup, or am I daydreaming?
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go from Southern California. And there'll be no return forthcoming.
Well, I like to mute opponents so I could talk to you guys and he won't hear me. You know what I mean? Could this be a Super Bowl matchup, or am I daydreaming?
comes out to the 35. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
I think this is something that we can expect the rest of the day here, Mike, in the passing game. They love getting the running back involved early. And I think until the defense shows they got a plan to take him away, expect them to continue to find ways to get him involved in the passing game.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone, inside the 20. What a run by Williams. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Big 20, lady. On 1st down, right back to Williams. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for watching. If you rewind a little bit, in the video I talked about the game tonight and how everyone did. I don't know if you watched the game or not, but Drew Allar played really good. Howard played okay. No, Howard played. All the quarterbacks played good. But I guess Allar played great. I hate to inflate the rookie's ego, but he looked good out there, man, like a pro. I might promote him, man. If he plays like that again, I think you have to promote Allar. The other guy, Lou Nichols, looked good. So I might consider getting Lou Nichols on the team too, man. The receiver, Wetjen, looked really good. I think you need to squeeze him on the team.
They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford working across the field. The Tua has it, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
Sometimes that's all it takes. Just that little extra second you allow your wide receiver to continue to work open by the ability to move the pocket. Buy time with your feet, but remain a passer.
They'll motion the slot man right. On 1st down, Stafford unloads downfield looking for Nakua. And the Steelers are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 40.
I'm telling you guys, the Steelers secondary is tough this year, man. They've got fucking Ramsey, Elliott, Brisker, Jamal Dean, Joey Porter Jr., And Asante Samuels Jr., it's like, dude, they're fucking stacked, dude. I don't understand.
A throw on the first play from Rodgers. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. To throw is Rodgers. This one complete to Washington. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 10. The shotgun, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Formation for the Steelers.
One quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. On 4th down, the Steelers turn to Cameron Johnston to punt. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A.
I had a terrible bounce, but then, I had a terrible punt, but a great bounce, and then he made it even worse by running backwards a couple yards.
First down, Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's good for our Rams. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
He's lucky it wasn't picked again, gee.
The intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he is going to bring this.
Wow, and a juke move for the Indian to the end zone. You know what, I was thinking, like, I need a good run, but the offense has been so bad this game. He's thrown 3 interceptions and quit, but my offense hasn't done anything. I don't know that I would have quit if I were him. He's getting the ball back. Still a game, dude. You score there and then get the ball back in the third quarter. But he had a losing attitude there, man.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Dude, I thought they had, like, new authentic stadiums, and then that's it. Fucking the 2 Raiders bumping fucking heads, dude. I mean, it doesn't seem much. The crowds are pretty generic. Every year they're like, and even these YouTube ads that they're like, oh, they just read like fucking, yeah, they got a free copy of the game and shit. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, they fully authentic, realistic stadiums with mascots and every unique entry. It's unique intros for each. Dude, it's the same fucking dumb shit every year. It shows fucking Acrisure Stadium and Three Rivers Stadium and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's like the same shit every fucking time, dude. Like, the intro of this was like fucking garbage, dude. Like, the intro, you know what I mean? Like, look at all the commercials of like, is Madden 27 gonna be good? Like from a month ago, they're like, super ultra realistic stadiums. Oh, 32 stadiums are super ultra duper realistic. Dude, it's the same shit as fucking last year. The crowd's like literally fucking automatons. The fucking coaches look completely mindless on the sidelines. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. There's absolutely no fucking difference, dude. Between, like, the stadiums have been authentic every year, dude. I mean, there's nothing additionally authentic this year. It's the same authenticism that they had last season, you know?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Slot man motioned over. 2nd down. This is Mendoza. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the
Damn, he got open there. I see why with the defense I called. This could be a glitcher, though. Be careful.
Big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, I love that.
Pitch play to Genty. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Bronk. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
They pitch it to him. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone.
I'm surprised I was ready for that, but they had good blocking, man.
The open field and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Jency. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Showing some patience in their ground game early here, Brock. Continuing to feed their guy despite the lack of results so far.
I know this will sound kind of silly, but you've got to run the ball to run the ball. And what I mean by that, there's no way to get this.
Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And that's exactly
Oh, he played me good, dude. I fucking overran it a little, man. He knew I was going to overran it. Good play.
Absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
Good play. Lucky, but good play.
Coordinator Tom Moore say whoever plays the hardest, the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
That's good. I like playing a good player who's the Raiders. I don't play the Raiders that frequently. It's a clean slate. Nobody knows who's good yet, so everyone's just playing whatever team they like right now. You know what I mean?
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is going to be good for a Steelers 1st down.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. The inside give to Dowdle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they'll pitch it out to him. Dropped by the first down he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
2nd down, it's Rodgers. And he put everything he's got behind it. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip the cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Under pressure, and down goes Rodgers. And Isaiah Polomau, the safety. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. And oh, just a hair too much on that kick.
Oh, just a hair too much.
This one's coming out to the 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Drive starts with Jency. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Tight end motioning right. Mendoza on 2nd. Has his man. That's their rookie from Oregon. And getting the 1st down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17.
Gain of 17 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's Mendoza. He's running with it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st. Markers are reset. Here we go. At the 44.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Mendoza. And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Going in motion right. 2nd down now for Mendoza. And down he goes on the wrong side of midfield. They got him at the 46. The Steelers calling their 1st timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down. He's already put it on the ground once here, Brock. Anytime they get to him, you got to start to think there's going to be concern. Is he going to be able to hang on to it?
Yeah, this is an adjustment that every rookie quarterback's got to make in this league. It's a common problem. Because in this league, ball security is a touch all the time.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. They'll go. It's Mendoza. Escapes the pocket. And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. To throw is Rodgers. Complete to DK Metcalf. And this is going to be run out of bounds. Play goes for about 16 before he stepped out. And that is good for a Pittsburgh 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Counterplay here, Warren. And get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's 2nd down now. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
Rodgers now on 2nd down. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Rodgers set to pass. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Steelers.
Yeah, baby.
Woo! 6-yard score. Chris Boswell for the point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut.
I mean, you're going to go for it 4th and 30 in your own zone. They're like, what are you doing? They're like, both of us are terrible, dude.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to
Well, this guy's terrible. He's going for it 4th and 30, and then I'm not much better. I'm barely beating him. I mean, I'm just barely tied.
He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. This is Mendoza. Right side, Bolton's got it. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that is good for a Raiders first down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's the snap to Mendoza. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now Mendoza. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this won't be caught. Clock is gonna stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Pushing it here to try to at least get into field goal range, Brock, but no yardage there, and they lost some valuable time on that play too.
One of the keys here as well is, are those receivers going to try to run it back and go again, or do you find a substitute off that sidelines? Because I don't think they're done taking their shots downfield.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And there's not going to be a
Wow, that's inexcusable to allow that.
Inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
To the end zone, and this is going to be brought in. Touchdown.
That's unacceptable there, that touchdown, man.
Finishes off a 70-yard drive.
Unacceptable.
Kubiak making the call. 2-point try coming from his offense. Now there's a timeout. 3 seconds remaining. Following that timeout, they're lining up. They're going to try to come up with 2 points.
The Raiders will line up.
One final shot before the half. And he will reach the end zone to a perfect ending to the first half. They get a touchdown and tack on the 2-point try.
Steelers 7.
I didn't do that. It'd be great if he dropped, dude. Give me a free win. Free win. Free win. Free win. It just said connection dropped. I didn't do anything. Yeah, I got a win. I was losing 7-15, but he dropped. He dropped. 6-3.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I don't know, dude. Maybe it's the smoke, but it's the same average presentation that it always has. Nothing like uniquely fucking unique. Nothing like super duper ultra authentic that they every year they're like the most ultra realistic stadiums. It's the same stadium for fucking 20 years, dude. It was like the same exact intro in fucking 1990, dude.
Not how you want to start things on offense. Early problems in the kick return. They're going to be backed up inside their own 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now this looks like a design run. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Give him an even 20 on the game's first play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson on the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Moving to his right. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. Good for a Raven first down.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. When you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat, because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Jackson up top again, exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
He's going to have it at the 12-yard line enough to get the first down and keep it going.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And not much happening again. Lost a yard, in fact. And it's going to bring up third down.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Forced to his right. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back.
Yeah, dude, like you could take the opening drive and kill the whole quarter. I'm not even blaming him like he's doing it on purpose, dude. I'm just saying it's fucked up that it's like, I mean, to me, he's just taking a normal drive. But it should be like maybe halfway through the first quarter at the most, dude.
Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with fourth down coming up. He'll try to run for it. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
Oh, it's a long way to go, man.
What's he call here, Mike, early in this game offensively? I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. But at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be third down. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That is over the middle and intercepted.
Fuck, dude, terrible.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A first down throw for Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him. Come to the line. Got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long.
2nd and 19. At the 30.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. A pass. Pulled in by Henry. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
It is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Hit as he throws, that one will fall to the turf, and it's incomplete. The pressure too much to get away from that time. Good third down stop, and it sets up fourth down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
33 yards on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. That is caught. What a throw. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And while everyone's going to focus on the play downfield, this touchdown, Mike, it ultimately occurs because of the protection up front. They do a great job picking up the blitz, and with those extra few seconds, that's all the time he needs. Finds his man streaking downfield, open, and with great awareness, meets great scheme. All you need is great execution.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long for Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
Well, with this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Rodgers on 1st down. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. Targeted for DK Metcalf. It'll be 2nd down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well, if you like defensive football, this game's heaven because right now points have become a premium. Someone has to figure out a way to get something going, whether it's a field goal or even just a positive drive and play the field position game. Some offense has to take control of this game here at some point.
On third down, Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Now on fourth down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers.
A 36-yard attempt.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Steelers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Chris Boswell,
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And let's give him about 4 on that one. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
A gain of 4.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This will be a 2nd down and 6. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That's caught. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good for Baltimore.
This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Jackson. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it.
I mean, that's unacceptable letting these late fucking period fucking drives, dude.
Just a really nice job, Mike.
Unacceptable.
Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down for Aaron. He's got a man. It's Metcalf. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. This one runs out of steam.
I just missed the distance a little bit, man.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
It's like the real game, dude. That's what happened in the real game. You guys remember?
All even as we begin quarter number 3. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one. So they come to the line, second down, they need 14 yards. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is over the middle and intercepted.
Fuck, that was the same play from earlier. Shit. I'm getting really tired, that's why, man. Big tired, ready for bed. But hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the game.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 4. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Cameron Hayward, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's going to be third down. Now Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he won't quite.
He's lucky he didn't fumble doing that dumb shit.
Right around the 1-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. 38 yards. From the 1-yard line. First down and goal. Jackson going to keep this one himself. He will do it himself. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
I'm not sure there's anybody better in these situations across the NFL, Mike, than Lamar Jackson. He's like playing with an extra running back on the field for the Baltimore Ravens offense. And then, of course, you still have to honor him with the entire passing game. So down here tight, play callers love to activate design quarterback runs, and that was a great one.
This taken around the 11. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Rodgers. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Targeted for DK Metcalf. It'll be second down.
I'm like so tired. I'm doing the same thing every time, and then so is he. This is what I mean, dude. It's not football at all, dude. This is like fucking who can glitch who. You know what I mean? It's just like really stupid, dude. I wish they would make like a real simulation game, dude, and not like this.
Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws this time.
I mean, it's not even fun playing a guy. He's called mid-blitz every fucking time.
And it'll set up a third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing the sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
A-Rod out of the gun here on third down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That's incomplete.
I just like this. Can't people like this ruin the fun for me, dude? Like you just like call mid-blitz every fucking time, dude. And then I'm like real tired, dude. And
the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when
my God, and the same offense like every play too, dude.
Now Jackson, this a design run.
This isn't real football, dude. This is like fucking stupid, dude.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Steelers.
Second down. Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll take off again. He'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage, but not by much. Might have only gained a yard. Now it is third down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Jackson. Moving outside the pocket. And he'll just have to throw this one away.
That's not intentional grounding if you're fucking...
Now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive. Yeah, it's just the third quarter. But anytime you can build a little cushion, I think you'll take it, especially in a spot like this, which makes it a 2-possession game.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. A-Rod now to throw on first down. That's complete to Metcalf. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. It's
The fuck was that? A fucking fluke, dude.
And while the defender is going to get
My God, it's so stupid, dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Fucking fluke there, dude.
Perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together.
Throw left side, gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
By the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Now a second down throw from Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
This is so not fun, dude. This is not not like a real NFL game whatsoever, dude. It's ridiculous.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over.